Hello, I'm Melissa from Ecowell Enterprise. We're currently in the beautiful grounds of Lewes Castle on Stornoway, and it's World Earth Day, so I've just been spending a bit of time in nature with a bit of gonging for a bit of prayer for the planet Earth. And wow, the actual space here called me. I had it in my mind that there was a bit of the woodland area that I would work with the gongs, and then this opening just it presented itself and it said this is where you've to be. So we've set up here, we have the beautiful river running through, and actually the contrast of being in this space as opposed to closer to the shoreline is this very industrial. There's a lot of these man-made sounds with the cars and building of the new ferry port and people, and you don't have to come far away from that to actually to be in nature. We're always in nature, but the dominant sounds of what we've created as a human species is it dominates our own hemispheres, our own wells. And this morning I went for a swim in the sea, and I noticed this plastic bottle in the sea, on the sand. And I noticed it when I was going there, and then I noticed it when I was returning to my car. And then I had this, it just felt really negligent. This one bit of plastic that I could have picked up. So I ran back and I picked it up. I know for a lot of us we feel quite overwhelmed and disempowered by how do we look after our planet? What power do we have as individuals in the world? We have simple choices that we can make. And I'm very aware of my own plastic consumption, but it's this consumption. What are we consuming as individuals? Yes, there's a lot of big corporate organisations in the world that could maybe see something in a different way. But we can become really gnarled up inside with this. And it can cause a lot of disharmony in our bodies, physically, as well as mentally, emotionally. And this echoing well is about what we're putting out, what are we projecting with our minds, with our actions, with our speech. And what echoes back. We don't have to go far in the world to see the own echo of what we've been putting into the environment. But we can take time to reflect on our own patterns. And, there's maybe 10, 15, 100 people that will walk past a piece of plastic. But if it's in your mind to pick it up, why don't we just do this? Why don't we just reduce our plastic consumption? Lots of whys here. But the connection of nature. Earlier on today I was hosting a sound walk and a sound bath. It was with gongs. And the reflections from people that participated, I think the most prevalent thing that spoke out from them was being in nature. Just the simple appreciation of being in nature. Placing your feet into the ground, onto the ground, connecting with the elements. And it woke us all up a little bit, because we can become so shut off, closed off, because we're going about our busyness all the time, the busy. If we just take 5 to be in nature. My previous business name for working therapeutically with sound was Take 5 Sound, and sound stood for space, offering, understanding, nourishment and development. And it was really about us as containers. How are we creating that space, that sound within ourselves and our environment? But over the time I felt that there was something else. It's like a chalice. I feel that we are chalices, we are containers, and the sound flow that we can cultivate within ourselves. We are energetic forces. We are containers of energy, and echo well. I mean, we're like wells in a sense. It's like what we choose to put into ourselves influences the echo back. So, for example, consuming television, consuming the news, let's say, and it's not to call a judgment on this, but we can bring that awareness to minds about if we are watching the news, and of course it's important to know what's going on in the world, but if it's really bringing down your vibration and suppressing this harmony that's accessible, how can we listen more to our bodies? How can we feel into the areas that are reacting? It's a sense we are got so many receptive sides to us, and just taking 5, noticing what you are echoing into the well. What are you placing into the well? What are you sending out? What's echoing back through actions, words, feelings? This is the first video that I've actually created for Echo Well Enterprise, and it's the 22nd of April 2025. Oh, bumblebee. There is a video that I would like to create about yesterday, and that will arise in its own time, and there's a reason I'm pausing on it just now. I need a little bit more time to reflect and integrate what was realised during the day, and it's actually an echo of the past where somebody really, they said something to me, and at different times it's returned to me, and finally I felt really ready to integrate this part of what I'd shared with her. And yeah, I want to speak a little bit more about that the words are like seeds, and how in time these have an impact on us. And when we're feeling in a state of depression, anxiety, maybe not feeling that there's a sense of optimism, something about the future, the sense of helplessness, but actually catching our minds and choosing what to put into the well. I mean, how many of us as children, or even as adults, that you put the penny in the well, you cast something into that well, and something echoed in there. It's like the flow of the river. And the river is so beautiful, it's so pure. But we don't have to go far to see plastic in our rivers also. So this is really an invitation that I'm sending to you to be part of cultivating your own well, this echo well. How can we create more wellness within ourselves and within our own environments? And this is the first video that is going on YouTube, which I should probably post on YouTube today, with it being the 22nd. I should really make the channel for that. So this is a note to myself also about echoing well. I'm ready to take the next step as well with building this enterprise. It's community and enterprise, and I'm really looking forward to journeying more with you. There's quite a lot of different aspects that we'll reflect on. And if this video has found you today, on the day of the 22nd of April 2025, amazing. Thank you for being here and connecting on this actual day. Something that I do at the end of sound baths, sound journeys, connecting with people, is rubbing hands together, waking up our chi, and we place them into the ground. So I'm not going to do that because, well, I could. Placing our hands into the ground and feeling the connecting energy below, that grounding energy, that ground below that contains so many nutrients. And you can exchange things you do not want to hold on to anymore, allowing that to return into the earth as winter does. You see all around us, the trees are coming back into bloom, but that's not without casting shadows from the past. This is about releasing that which is old, that which is now it's ready to go. And maybe these aspects are still with you, but you can ask for assistance from the universe. Bringing our hands together again, and this time placing them on your heart center. Taking some deep connecting breaths with yourself. And bringing to mind something you're grateful for. Gratitude is a phenomenal medicine. I want to echo out to you what's in my mind is that I'm grateful for you to be here, joining. And finally, our last one is where we send out some good vibes, some healing vibes into the world, whether that's to a person, for the planet, for intentions that people may align the harmony of the earth and the abundance that's there, and that we all have responsibility to look after our environment, our home, because where would we be without it? We're like ants, ants on a hill with a conscious mind. So, wake up, wakey, wakey, wakey. And if you like, because this feels really nice sometimes, it's just tapping yourself, just giving your body a bit of a shake. Ugh. If you struggle with depression, especially in the winter, it's a really great thing to do in the morning. Just shake, 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 shake. Until next time, echo well.